All praises, right? So let's get back to it, man, right? So we prove the name of the Most High God, right? We show how the Edomites are so-called Caucasians, right? The border of wickedness, right? Let me get that in Proverbs 29. Proverbs 29, right? When the righteous are in authority, bring it out.
Okay, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
The people rejoice. Is the world in rejoicing right now? No, it's not. Ma'am, can I ask you a question? Would you say that the world is in a state of bliss or happiness right now? No? Let me show you this. You believe in the Bible? Let me read this for you.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29. Yeah, I'm going to stand over here so you can see me. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority.
When the righteous people are in authority, what?
The people rejoice.
Well, guess what? You said that we're not in a state of bliss, right? Read on.
But when the wicked beareth rule.
When the wicked beareth rule, read on.
The people mourn.
The people mourn. Let me ask you a question. Who's in rulership of the world today? What demographic of people?
White people.
White people. Let me read this for you.
Job 29.
Job 9:24. Check this out. What's your name, ma'am? Mary. Nice. Mary. Nice. Good name. Good Hebrew name. Read that.
This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So if I put this in your hand, right? You have control of it, right? Right?
I wish I did.
So it says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You said that white people control the earth, right? Read on.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
So when people look up the judges that are found in the Bible, right? Look at King David, look at King Solomon, look at Jesus. What images pop up?
Well,
White, right?
well, yeah. Except I have a good friend who's a black minister, and he always tells me Jesus wasn't white. So in my mind, he has no longer been.
That's good. You
white in a long time.
You were taught the right thing, because there's this thing called iconoclasm, which means the destruction of images, which happened during the Renaissance, which is the rebirth of the white man being in power, right? So the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. Read on.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
They paint over the faces of the judges, right, who are black, who are people of color, right, as white. Read on.
If not, where and who is he?
And if it ain't the white man, who is it? Right? Again, I asked you, who controls the world? You said white people, right? But guess what the Bible says? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Right?
Yes. And I think that's exactly what we're seeing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Mary, what I want you to do, right? Can we give Mary a couple flyers, right? Mary, what I want you to do, all your black and Latino friends, right? I want you to give them one of these cards, right? So that they can come to realize that they are the children of Israel, right? That they are the children of Israel. And guess what? When the Bible says when the children of Israel are back in authority, right? When the righteous are in authority, the whole world's going to be at peace, right? You want world peace, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Mary.
Yeah.
You gonna leave me hanging? Have a good one, Mary. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High, man. Hey, man, listen. By hook or by crook.
And Isaiah 60, the light.
Yeah, let me get that Isaiah 60 to the spirit.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light hath come.
That light, you can come on. How you doing, ma'am? Right? You believe in God? You believe in the Bible? Let me read a Bible verse to you. Yeah, you ain't got time for Jesus?
Yeah, we
You gotta go back. I understand, sis. Y'all be safe, right? Right? Read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 1. Arise, shine, for thy light hath come.
For your what?
For thy light hath come.
For your light has come. Read on.
And the glory of the Lord has risen upon thee.
The glory of the Lord has risen upon thee. Guess what? The Most High God's glory is getting ready to rise on the people that you see on this sign. Right? So guess what? These people are not going to be known as niggas and spicks anymore. Right? They're going to be known as the children of God, the holy city of God. Right? Read on.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. And gross darkness the people.
Why is the earth in darkness? Right? Because the wicked are bearing rule. Right? The wicked has the world in gross darkness. This is why niggas, all right, are on Twitter or on X or on goddamn P-Hub, right? Watching all types of fornication, which is controlled by who? By Amalek, by the so-called Ishman, right? The small hats, right? This is why you got Negroes, right, who are into being pegged, right? Big burly gorilla niggas, right, into getting their asses played with, right? Because the world is in gross motherfucking darkness. Read.
And gross darkness the people.
And gross darkness the people. Read on.
But Yahawah shall arise upon thee. And his glory shall be seen upon thee.
And who is his glory? His son, right? Hamashiach Yahawashi. Read on.
Verse 3. and the Gentiles shall come to thy light.
The heathen are going to come to our light. We're the light bearers, right? Read on.
And kings to the brightness of thy rising.
Read on.
Verse 4, lift up thy eyes round about and see all they that gather themselves together. They come to thee, thy sons shall come from far, and thy daughters shall be nursed at thy side.
So guess what? All of God's children, right? The children of Israel are going to be gathered back when this comes to pass, right? This is a future prophecy, right? A future prophecy where black and brown people are going to be at the top of the world. You waiting for that day, elder? All praise to the Most High. You good, brother? Let me ask you a question, bro. Good talk.
I got a precept on that.
Bring it out. Let me get Isaiah 61.
And this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, and I'm going to start at verse, chapter 2.
Verse 5.
Yeah, come. Dang, I'm tripping. Come, this is Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 5. No, I'm I like it. This is book of Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 5.
61
O house of Jacob, O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of the Lord.
Let us walk in the light of the Lord, right? So the Most High God, through his prophet Isaiah, right, admonished our people to walk in the light of the Lord.